Ricky, who have you leaned on during this time where you've been in and out of the lineup?
Honestly, all the guys. But mainly I would say George, Christian, Juice, KB. His energy. But yeah, those guys. That's just experienced vets. Really been through it. Been through injuries. Been through tough times like this, and they've all been through it. Give me tips and things to think about and how to stay positive, and then also ways to work through it and to get back right. So shout out to all those guys.
What's been the toughest part about his injury? Accelerating, decelerating?
That part.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the toughest part is just being in and out, bro. Like that's probably the toughest part is like it just lingering around. It's one of those injuries that it's not gonna heal up until I'm fully rested and done, and I can't do that right now, obviously. So just getting it back to being manageable, but yeah, just any explosive movements, honestly.
What's your confidence level that you will play on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I've been in every practice this week. Yeah, you guys saw me practicing last week, but if you really saw me practicing, I couldn't really lift up my leg, very well. So I know I was trying to get back, but this week it gave me a little bit more of optimism that I'm going to be playing this week, and yeah, I'm getting more confident.
To kind of follow up on that, is there any obstacle or mental obstacle that you have to kind of get over to just play mindless football out there, being that you've had to be in and out with this injury?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, when you just feeling pain over and over again, and then you have an injury that's lingering, yeah, you got to kind of work through that confidence thing and get it back. But that just comes down to how good can you get it to be feeling in the training room, and then when you step on the football field, excuse my language, but say fucking go. You know what I mean? So that's just been my mindset every time I step on the field, and then doing everything I can in the training room.
Do you feel Fred Warner's energy out there as well, even just on the offensive side?
Yeah, I've been feeling his energy honestly ever since he started rehab. He's one of those leaders in the locker room that you're going to hear every single day. He's keeping the guys up, the energy up, and when he steps on the football field, you're going to know for sure. KB was talking about it yesterday. He got in the huddle to break everybody down, and everybody's just locked in on him, and hearing everything he's got to say, amping us up before we had to go out there for practice. So.
Kyle said that George sent a pretty funny photo to his wife post-surgery. Have you guys been able to text or talk with him, or what's the communication?
Yeah, we were on FaceTime a little bit yesterday. He was playing a little bit of video game. He was playing Arc Raiders, a new video game, and I was just checking on him, see how he's doing, and he seems to be in some good spirits right now. But that's George, man. He's able to get through anything. That energy, just him being himself. That's something that I really admire and take from him. He's always positive. And shout out to him, man. He's been a huge part of my career already. And yeah, he sent some funny photos to me already. But he always does that, so it's no surprise.
How much of seeing that, though, helps you kind of push past whatever you might be dealing with to go out there and just play?
Seeing that you talking
Seeing
about?
all the resilience from Fred to Kittle to, so many guys in the locker room coming back from these injuries and just playing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, all those guys are super inspiring, to me. And we play a football game, or we play the game of football where we're just going to have to work through injuries no matter what. Nobody, if you ask in this locker room, nobody's probably feeling good at all. Nobody in the league's probably feeling good at this point in time in the season, and so it's about who can just go out there and work through it and continue to make plays and play at their speed, and that's just something that I'm doing right now. And obviously I got something else going on. It's my knee, and I play receiver, so I gotta still find a way to work through it. And yeah, all those guys are inspiring, but it ain't really nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Mentally.
Does this locker room relish the idea of being an underdog in a championship game or a divisional game like this?
Yeah, see, me being here and getting drafted, I didn't really hear none of that, none the underdog talks at all. And so, it's definitely an interesting conversation to hear now, but, we like it. If we're the underdogs and we go out there and play fast, we're going to shock them. So, I'm excited to get out there, and, I've always been an underdog in my life. So, I'm excited. I'm used to it.
Thanks, Ricky.
FGK for George Kittle.